My name's Esther Dawson and I'm Executive Assistant to the CEO at Ridgeview Wine Estate. I manage my Chief Exec's diary. Usually I manage her travel plans. I'm sort of her right-hand person really, and I support sort of the running of the business, helping her with sort of strategy planning. When she wants to get her senior management team together, I can write minutes in business meetings. So the main skills that I use in my role are attention to detail. I'm looking over documentation that she might have produced just to double check it for grammar and punctuation and things like that. Thinking ahead and planning ahead. There's an awful lot of planning ahead. I speak to the person that works part-time in the garden, but I'm also dealing with the other owners of the business. So I've got good communication skills to speak to a wide range of people. The sort of person you need to be is somebody who wants to help and support. You don't necessarily want the limelight of being a big kind of chief exec, but you like being the engine room and the support room behind them. You have to be organised. You have to enjoy organisation. And you also have to have a wider vision and look at the bigger picture of the business all the time. Some of the best things that I do is knowing that my chief exec can get on with her job and be running the business and making sure she's efficient. And I get a lot of pride from that. Challenges, I would say, are thinking about things before they happen. So planning ahead is all very well, but you have to think about things that you haven't planned for. So it's always about planning for the unexpected and fearing the worst, but hoping for the best. I see a lot of job adverts now where executives require assistants to have a degree. And I don't believe a really good assistant needs a degree. I don't know what that proves. Training, I'm a lifelong learner. I don't think I'm ever going to stop learning. There's been so many webinars that have been available this year. Everyone's really utilising Zoom, and if training's available, take it. Absolutely. I can always become a better assistant. I think starting salaries for assistant can probably start in the low 20s when you first start on the rung of the ladder of the career. I know in London, for some of the assistants, in some organisations, they're heading towards six figures. That's particularly in the corporate environment. You then can't get private assistants. You might be somebody who works as a private PA in their household. When I was thinking about my career when I was younger, when I was slightly younger than a teenager, maybe 10 or so, my mum used to watch Dallas on a Wednesday evening. And I remember it was JR's PA. And I said to my mum, God, I'd love to have a job like that. At 10 years old, I said that was the job that I wanted. So some of the challenges that I've faced throughout my career is I have been made redundant twice, and both jobs where I was made redundant, it was because the businesses were closing down. I was gutted about losing both jobs, but I then went on to another great job. But at that moment, you think the world's caving in and you're worried and everything, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you can move on to another great job that you'll enjoy just as much and just be as loyal to. Some tips that I would give myself if I was 15 years old and just starting to think about my career: just carry on learning, because it's fascinating. No matter what it's about, it doesn't have to be about your job. It could be just your hobby. Just carry on learning, keep your brain busy and learn new things.